Hello, my name's Donna Buchanan, and I'm an independent consultant or designer for Chalk Couture. I'm going to show you some projects today that I'm going to start with a very simple one. This is a very easy do-it-yourself project company. We have these silk transfers that can be used over and over again, about 10 to 20 times. Some people get more from them. They are sticky on the back, when I'll show you when we take them out. And then they're washable, so we can use them for our project, wash them, then save your backer to put them back on, and they're ready to go for another time. We also have pastes that come in singles for smaller projects or jars, and we also have inks for permanent projects like t-shirts and heat setting cups and things like that. Today we're going to use paste. And I'm going to use this little double-sided chalkboard, and it comes with a little stand. So once our project is done, you can put it on the stand, and it can go either direction. And again, it's going to be two-sided. So you can do a project for now, for like a holiday season, or you can do one for one side for home and have it that way. Chalk Couture does make these little sets, and you can get them. Anything that I'm showing you in my project today, I will have in a bundle, and you can also ask me questions. It's a pretty easy project. Once we use the transfer, we're going to put it in the sink to wash it, and then it'll be reused. So let's get started. I am hoping that this angle works for you. I'm going to try to show you things as I go. This is the first time I tried this, so bear with me. I have a mat down that also is from Chalk Couture, and I'm going to do my work on that to protect my surface. This one for me, actually, I got from Target. So I'm going to wait. I'm sorry, actually, I got it from Amazon, sorry. So you can use any surface with these transfers. You just have to prep the surface a little differently. There's many different surfaces in Chalk Couture, and we'll be using a few of them throughout these different projects and different price points. So I found these on Amazon, and I ordered them because I couldn't get the one from Chalk Couture at the time. But it is similar in size. The Chalk Couture chalkboards do not have to be waxed before use because they're specially made for Chalk Couture paste and transfers. Because this one is from Amazon, I am going to wax it. What the wax does is it protects the transfer so that when you take it back up, it doesn't pull it. It also protects the paste that you've already laid down there to keep the paste on the project and lets the transfer release. So we're going to do that, and it's pretty easy. Chalk Couture does have its own wax, but you can use any wax. They actually have come out with some new little wax applications, but I haven't got those yet. I've ordered them, so hopefully they'll be here soon. It doesn't take much. You just want to do a thin layer, and I'm going to do both sides of this because we're going to do both sides of this project today. So as you can see, and then you don't want any excess, so you just kind of make sure it's all off of there. It's just kind of, like I said, to protect your transfer. We'll close that up and put that out of our way. And I love cats, and I have a lot of friends that love cats, so we're going to use this one today. I Hate You the Least. So this is the smallest size. They come in A, B, C, D, and E sizes. So this is the smallest size. It's like a 5x7. So we're going to take it out of the package. And I have used this one before. And you can see that on the back of the package, there are instructions for care and cleaning of each transfer, which is kind of nice. That way you have it to refer to till you get more experience. And you're going to want to fuzz anytime you're putting it on anything but material. You're going to want to fuzz the back because, like I said, it is sticky. It's sticky here. So you want to fuzz the back. I have a fuzzing cloth, again, that is from Chalk Couture, but you can use your shirt or a towel, anything that doesn't have a lot of fuzz on it. So like a linen towel. And you're just going to fuzz that a few times. Still, it's sticky, but it's not going to be so sticky that it's going to pull up your project. So this one, then I'm going to just put this, center this how I want on the chalkboard, like so. And then this back has a shiny side and a matte side. So the shiny side's where you're going to put this back on when you're done. So you can also label back. So you don't want to accidentally put your transfer back on this side, because then it'll stick to it like a sticker. So you want to make sure you always have that shiny side ready to put your transfer back on. And so you can see I'm ready to go. I'm going to use 3 colors on this project. And we have these little squeegees. I actually have cut a couple of them in half so that I have a smaller work surface. We also have this multi-tool that's kind of smaller. It has actually a point on it if you're doing something really tiny, and it has a smaller edge for more detailed work. So I'm going to see if I can lower you a little bit here so you can see the project more. There you go. Don't need to see me, you need to see the project. So we're going to start, I'm going to do my cat in this shimmer silver. I'm going to do the words in white and the heart in red. I am also going to do hate and least in red to kind of make them pop out a little bit. Anywhere that there's this open screen, that's where your chalk's going to go. So you just want to make sure this is pressed down really well so that everything stays sharp and there isn't any bleeding of it. So I'm going to start with my cat. And I'm going to use a bigger one for the cat. So just dip in. There are little palettes and little stirrers you can use. Because this project's smaller, I don't need such a large amount. And you're just going to run this across. It doesn't take much. This paste dries pretty quickly. The shimmer is takes a little longer than a plain color, but not much. So you're just going to go across, try to go as much as you can in one direction, and you're going to just cover all those areas that the screen is. And then pick up any excess that you have and put it back in your container. I'm just going to put this on so we don't have it dry. And then I'm going to just show you how that looks so far, and we just want to make sure we didn't miss any area. So far, that's what we got. Pretty easy. Easy peasy. Then I'm going to do the white next. And like I said, I'm going to do the word hate and least. I'm going to do those in the red. So I'm going to save them. I just want to make sure all that's down. So we're going to do the I and the U. And the ba. Okay, and now I'm going to do the rest with this shimmery. Excuse me. This one's not open. Let me get one that is open here. This is shimmery crimson. What's nice about the shimmers is they do kind of reflect, so it gives it a little extra boost to what your project is doing. Again, you're going to want to make sure all of your areas are covered, and then just scoop up any extra and put back in your jar. So there we go. Let's see what we got. You can just go slow in case you miss something so you can put it back down. It looks pretty good. Got a little fuzzy there. So I hate you the least. So now we're going to let this dry. I got to fix this little fuzzy got in my project here. And I need to get it out. Let me see if I can get it out. It's sticking to my paint. Okay. Once this dries, I actually am going to take a little, I just keep diaper wipes handy for paint on my hands and for wiping off anything that I get where I don't want. And this is wet. It's easy to wipe off. So then I'm going to just pop this in the sink while I go set it up. And I just wetted that a little bit. I'll clean it when I'm done. But you want to get that all that paste out of your screen so that it's reusable. So we have really nice little board erasers. They're very inexpensive that you can use. Let me see if I have one handy. They're kind of like Mr. Clean erasers. Oh, well, I'll find one of those for you, show you in a minute. But they just wipe off with cold water. You don't want to put it in hot water, just cold water. And the board eraser is like magic, takes it right out. And then let it dry. I usually let it dry. The backs of these towels are like a real nice soft material, so you can dry on that. Or I just lay it on a drying mat till it's dry with the sticky side up, so reverse. And that way it dries and is ready for your next use. Now, the chalk paste dries pretty quickly, but we do have, I'm going to just put my paste away here. We do have little hand dryers, and I also got a little dryer off Amazon to use to dry it when I'm in the middle of wanting to do like this other side of this project. I'm going to go ahead and get it dry. So I'm going to dry it a little bit. You guys tell me what you think so far. Have you ever done this before? Hopefully you can hear me over this. It's pretty quiet. Definitely sprinkle the love if you like what you see and you want to share it with other folks. Please invite them by sharing, and that's what we call sprinkling the love. And then I definitely appreciate the hearts and the thumbs up. So tell me if you've ever done this before. A lot of folks that I've worked with so far, I'm new in this, but I really like doing it. I picked it up it's really easy. I am a bit creative, but not over the hill creative. And so they said, oh, I can't do it. But as you see, the transfer does a lot of the work for you. And there's a lot of creative ideas that you'll see on my page where you're watching this. Or I'll share different ideas that I see from other folks. And we'll be doing some different things here. Excuse me. I also run workshops if you're local. We're going to be doing some workshops if you're not local. We're going to do them virtually, so you can actually, I'll plan the project, and I'll have everything in my website, and in a bundle, and you can pick and choose what parts of that bundle you want to order, and you can get the kit ahead of time, the items in ahead of time. There are some kits that are sold, but I'll kind of put a kit together for you, and you can remove anything that you don't want. So say, for instance, I'll put this fuzzing cloth in there, and you already have that, or you want to use your towel or whatever, you can just remove that from the cart before you order. But it'll have what colors I'm using and what items I'm using, what transfer, and you can have that shipped directly to your home and be ready to do our virtual workshop. There's also a monthly club. It's pretty cool. You get a rare transfer that only people in the club get, and it comes once a month. And it's $19.99 and taxes and shipping. So it's around $21 and something. And it comes with your transfer, your paste, colors, usually 3 packets of individual paste color. And I will tell you, there's more than enough paste in those individual packets to do more than one project. And you can just kind of reseal them in a little snack baggie. And it comes with a little squeegee, one of these, and a little palette holder for your paste. I don't usually use the palette holders for when I'm just doing my own project, but if I'm having a workshop, then I put those out with a little bit of color and everything for everybody. But for my own projects, I don't usually use those. So this is dry. So this side's ready. Now we're going to look on, we're going to do this other side. One of the things about Chalk Couture Club is right now, I think this might be where my fuzz is coming from. Let me wipe this off. right now they're having a special. They've never done this before. For February, when you get the club, you also get 5 transfers from previous months of last year. So you're getting a big value there. It's like $75 value for American dollars. And you're getting that all for free. All you're paying for is the typical month. It is a 3-month commitment. So you get the one with the special this month, then you get one on the next month and the next month. And then if you don't want to keep getting those, you can cancel. But we're actually going to do some workshops with those club transfers that you want to kind of sign up for club to have them. And so you'll hear more about that as I go on. I'm going to share which one it is this month because mine just came. And I'm going to, on this side, I am going to do Hug in a Mug. And this is a gift for somebody, and I believe they're a coffee drinker. So we're going to, this is what, again, this is a larger size. This is a B transfer. I think this is a B. Yes, B. It tells you right here, B transfer. And again, the directions are on the back as to how to care for it. Now, folks do several different things. You can just score these and just remove the one you want, or you can just cut the transfer up. I, for the larger ones, have cut them because I want them to fit back in a bag that's easy to put in my containers. But I do kind of like this idea of scoring, which I haven't done yet. I've only ever cut mine, so we're going to try it. I'm going to do the Hug in the Mug and the coffee. So let's see if we can score along here. Like I said, these are silk transfers. So they are adorable, and they guarantee them for 10 uses. If you care for them and make sure your surfaces are prepped, folks tell me they get 20, sometimes even 30 and 40 uses out of them. So now, if you're local and you're doing a workshop with me, when you come, all you're gonna use my transfers and my paste. And I will provide some surfaces for some of the workshops, but if you have your own surface you want to use that you think will work, you're welcome to bring it. Apparently I didn't score this very well because definitely isn't coming off of there. So let me see here. It's pretty sticky, so you want to make sure that it doesn't stick to itself. If it does, you just run it under cold water and it'll unstick. So again, we're going to fuzz these. So I have that one off, and I'm going to take this one off. Oh, I did a better job getting that one. Oh, not on this side. So there we go. We're going to fuzz those. We're going to set that to the side. So hopefully you guys all can see this again. I may have to do some work on, I'm going to turn this light on and see if that helps you any. I'm not sure if it does. It kind of blinds me, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So again, the cat's on this side. And this is my top right here. So the cat's on this side. So I'm going, now you can put a design this way because it'll be one or the other unless somebody has it in an area that you can see both sides. But since these are both the kind that lay down, we're going to do it long ways as well. And I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do the coffee design at the top. And again, anywhere where the open is, that's where you're going to be seeing the ink come through, or the paste come through. So I have that up there, and then I'm going to put the Hugging a Mug right below it. So I'm going to do one part at a time, and I'll show you how you can kind of do that and yet protect what you're doing. So I'm just want to make sure that this looks straight. Looks to me like I need to straighten it a little bit. Now, I'm kind of an eyeballer, so if you are more precise, you can certainly measure out to what the center is here. Okay, so again, just press that down so that it's nice and firm. And I decided for this, I'm going to, again, use white on this one for the coffee. No, I decided I was going to do my little heart in that crimson color again. And I'm going to do my coffee in this shimmer gold. And then the mug in this part of the, I'm going to do the little part around the heart. That might be difficult, but we'll see how I do here. I might have to do the heart just with my little tool to get it done first so that it's, because it's so tiny in there. So I might do that first after I do my coffee part. So let's do our coffee. So again, I'm using this shimmer. And again, try to go in one direction if you can. Sometimes you still have to switch directions to get every little nook and cranny of your transfer. So I got my coffee done. This is a pretty quick move one, so I'm not going to lift this one up. I hope it's straight. Then I'm going to do my cup in white. I like coffee and tea and hot chocolate. So any one of these three transfers that came in this kit would be good for me. I tend to like hot chocolate. Not as often. If I'm sick, I want tea. And in the evenings, I tend to want tea. How about you guys? What kind of, are you coffee drinkers? Okay, so then I'm going to do, this is a really pretty color. It's called Storm. I'm going to do it for the smoke or the steam coming out of the coffee. I'm going to try to do it for the, around the heart here. Actually, I think the heart is blocked off. So I think the heart, we won't have to do the heart. I think it's blocked off. I looked at that stencil wrong. So I think it's going to come out with this. Okay, here we go. See how we did it. And again, just go slow, so if you miss anything, you can see. But you can see my heart did come out. And there's my coffee. So there's that part. And we're going to dry that. And I'm going to stick this in the sink. We're going to let this dry a little bit. Again, let me know if you guys have any questions. And I will be putting my information again with this video. I'll post my website. Again, I'm an independent consultant with Chalk Couture, and I am very excited about getting to do these projects. I am drawn to these sort of things at yard sales and bridge festivals and vendor shows. So when I saw I could make my own and kind of have some creative license with it, the thing is, excuse me, the basic transfers there, you can mix and match transfers, and we'll be doing some of that. You can, of course, your color selection's your own, but you can also add embellishments. I actually, this one's pretty little, so you could add something along the side. I thought about maybe doing some jute along the side and maybe putting a little bell on the cat side and see what, I'm going to look and see what embellishments I have. And then just do a little on the side and put maybe a real tiny bow. on. I have a lot of just ribbons, so just something real simple, since this is kind of a small surface. But it's a lot of fun, and I think you'll find that it's easy to do, and it's not terribly expensive. It depends on what surface you get. Like I said, I get some things from other places. If I see something at the dollar store, $1.25 store now, I guess, or Target or Amazon or Walmart, that I think, well, I can repurpose that, or I can use that for my project. I would do what I tell you. This is chalk paste. It will be removed because it's not permanent. But then once it dries, and if you want to remove it, you actually get it wet. You just spray it with a, I have a little spray bottle, and I spray it, and then I have a scraper, and it scrapes off. And we'll be doing, I have a couple projects that I did for Christmas that we're going to be redoing. So I'll show you how that works later on. But it's permanent. It's not going to come off if somebody brushes up against it or anything. That was something I was questioning whenever I first started. So we got this, my coffee there. This is dry. Like I said, those glitter parts take a little longer to dry. So now I'm going to do my hug in a mug. I do want to protect so that I don't lift that other part up. So what you can do is lay your backer on that other part, and I just want to make sure I'm really close. So I'm going to go close to this so I can see that I want to see where I'm laying it before I put that. Then I'm going to put that down so that it protects my part. So there I have coffee is a hug in a mug. So I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do the hug in the crimson color just to make the hug pop out a little bit. I'm a big hugger. I don't know about you guys, but I like hugging. I miss getting a hug as much with COVID, so that's one thing I will be glad to get to do again, is more hugging. So then I'm going to do the rest in white. So I'm going to just do these up here, and the rest of it's going to be just in white, which really pops well on this little black chalkboard. They actually are coming out. I ordered one, haven't got it yet. A new chalkboard this size that's white. So that'll be exciting to use. Okay. See, why you keep your rags handy, your wiping cloths handy, because you don't want it to spread on your project. I'm not the cleanest person. I am kind of messy. So it's okay. Just take precautions. This does wipe out if you get it on your clothes. I do tend to wear an apron so that I don't get it all over the place. So here we go. There it is. Looks pretty good. Coffee is a hug in the mug. Now I'm going to just throw this over in my sink. And we're going to dry this a little bit. So tell me all where you're all from. Put a message in the comments there so I can see where you're all from. This is a recording. I wanted to practice a little bit before I actually went live. I think I won't be able to see comments in this setup, so I'll have to do something about that. But I am definitely going to look at all the comments after. And I hope you enjoyed it. Come back again. Share it with your friends. Invite them back to the page to see more of these projects being made and get some ideas. And there'll be information there about in-person workshops. And my workshops for the projects I already have in mind range anywhere from like $27 to $40, $47 if you get a nicer, there are nicer surfaces, but the first couple I have planned are those smaller price points, and I will be providing everything. If you have a surface you want to bring, then you're going to just pay a small fee for the transfer and the paste that you're using. Later on, I'm going to be doing some inking where we do towels and aprons and things like that. It's kind of fun. A lot of folks like to have that little fancy towel in their kitchen. So let's see if this is dry here. And there we go. So it sits in this little holder. Coffee is hugging a mug, and since our cat's the same direction, I hate you the least. And if anybody has cats, you know, they love you when they love you, and they don't want to have anything to do with you when they don't. So I hope you enjoyed getting to do this with me. Thank you for your patience as I work through how to do all this online, and hope to see you again. Bye-bye.